Hello and welcome to another edition of our NAWBO Member Love Live. We are joined today by Karla Alvarado with HomeNovate. Hi, Karla. How are you?
Doing great. Hello.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you today. We are going to jump right in because you do an incredible job and you have a very niche target audience for your renovation company. Talk to us a little bit about HomeNovate. How did you get started in this real estate renovation world?
Well, my background has been construction, and I started with historical renovations about 14 years ago. And then from historical, I went to new builds. And after doing new construction, and then I transitioned to renovations just in the last year from the
Mhm.
new builds. Um, so, what I was able to do in these new renovations now, this latest renovations versus historical, because it's completely different, is
Right.
bringing all the crews from the new builds to these renovations. And right now, of what I'm hearing, what everybody just is in awe is the time frame that we're able to do these renovations.
Yeah, it's crazy fast. So you have to tell us like your current average is around how many days for a renovation?
Well, a full renovation nationwide, it's between 6 to 9 months, and we can do a full renovation in 30 days.
That's
So,
insane. Insane. And I feel like there's so many people that hold back from doing a renovation because they're worried about how can I live in these, conditions for that long and, endure not having a kitchen, not having that. But you move so fast that if the homeowner's still living there, that it really does, just seem like a blip on the radar and then you're out of there. You're all done.
yes. And I
Mhm.
mean, actually, we just finished right now one for a homeowner. She had her house in the market, and we have 4 packages. And the first, like each package lasts 1 week, so 1 week, 2 weeks. So she chose the
Yeah.
second package. We were in and out in 2 weeks, and we just did a full transformation of her house.
Wow.
And it's even back already on the market. So
My goodness. So speaking of on the market, that's really kind of where your niche lies is with people that are excited to sell their home and they want to add value before they sell it. It's not necessarily you're renovating and then you want to live there for another 30 years. You're really kind of helping somebody who's in the market to sell their home here pretty soon. Is that right?
correct.
Mhm.
Um, they've been living in their home. So instead of them selling to an investor, or currently what we're seeing in the market right now is a price drop, or price reduction.
Mhm.
And instead of doing that, it's calling HomeNovate for us to come in, renovate your home, and then put it back in the market so they can maximize the amount of money they're going to be getting out of their home when they sell it.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
So,
there's
and
so many.
also, it's no cost to them as well. I would like to point that out.
Yep.
So, we pay for everything and we're paid at closing. So, we offer after completion 4 months free of financing, so the home can get sold.
Wow. So no cost up front. You guys
No.
get paid at the end of the process once the home has sold and
So,
you give buyers sort of or sellers that peace of mind that they don't necessarily have to have in addition to all the other expenses of selling your home, they don't have to also have a renovation budget. You can kind of build that into the value you're adding into the home. Am I wording that right?
yes, that's correct. And
Okay.
right now, we've also been contacted by investors. I mean, some investors might purchase a property.
Yeah.
So we go in there, renovate it, and our renovations include design,
Mhm.
includes everything.
Yeah.
So we've even made it perfect also for the agents in the sense of we provide for them twilight images when we're completed. We do 45 days of staging. We
Mhm.
also do property maintenance. After we're done, we send somebody out there weekly to maintain the property. So homeowner, that the home is vacant, so they don't have to be worried, or the agent's worried for their open houses on the weekend. The
Mhm.
house is maintained weekly, so it's presentable on the weekends when it's the most traffic in a home
Right. Well, and
until it's under contract.
that makes sense 100% for you to be involved even to that level because you have skin in the game too to make sure this home sells
Correct.
for maximum dollar. And I feel like there's so many agents too that are possibly watching this that can think of a property where they know going into that listing, if we could just get this kitchen in a better place or just take care of this master bathroom, it could sell for so much more. What are some of those big, items that you see frequently going into a home and saying, okay, we're definitely going to take care of these top 3 things and it's going to make a huge impact?
I mean, mainly, yes, it's kitchens and it's paint, but something right now I might sidetrack a little bit, Akila, just
Yeah.
because I forgot to mention that instead of just also painting, we asked the homeowner to get an inspection. So when we're there, we also tackle down all the things that come out in the inspection that I agree with the homeowner, which is pretty much for most part everything. But I mean, if it's a full new roof, well, then, there's going to have to be a price that
Right.
I provide for them to be able to do that, which in my budget, I still have some money to go to the roof because no
Mhm.
roof is never perfect. Or if
Yeah.
it's full foundation, also I would not touch the foundation in our packages that we have. But
Okay.
other than that, like minor things that older homes might have in their breaker box, so my electrician can tackle down those things while we're there. Because
Yeah.
my objective is also that when it gets under contract, that there's no red flags for the
Right.
buyer to leave and not purchase that home.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so
Uh,
many,
but
somewhat minor things that can still spook a buyer. And if you've already taken those off the plate, then you don't have to even be concerned about it.
Correct. So with that question that you said about what do I go in there knowing what I'm going to do, every home is different when I walk in because there might be a homeowner wanting a certain package that does not include the bathrooms or flooring, and
Mhm.
they really want only that certain package. Well, I also would like to mention that I won't do it if I really don't think they're going to maximize and get really out of it what I'm going to be doing in the home.
Mhm.
I stand by my work, and there's some instances where I know even though I go and I redo the kitchens and bathrooms, the carpet is completely bad, and the bathrooms are still not workable because I can still work with some showers, but when I know I really can't help the homeowner, I won't do it. But for the most part, I would let them know what I think is the best package for them.
Mhm. Well, and you've got a pretty impressive track record as far as, added value to a home and some of your case studies that you've been able to showcase. So walk us through, on average, what type of value do you see that you're adding to a home when you get to come in and help them sell?
Well, every part of town is different. I've been right now focusing on 2 areas, but I can do throughout still San Antonio. But if the numbers fit, I also would run the numbers to make sure it's beneficial for the homeowner.
Mhm.
And if it's a place where I can really push the price.
Mhm.
But on average, me going in there, if I would have done it for the homeowner would have made $50,000 more from when
Wow.
I purchased it, what they net, and what I sold it at, and what they would have been netting if done the package that I did that package in the home.
Wow. Wow. Did you always know you wanted to be in construction? Has this been like a lifelong, like little Karla was running around with like a hammer and nails and all of that? Or walk us through kind of how you ended up in this world?
Well, when I was little, I was always liked sales, door knocking since I was 4 or 5. That was sales part. But I love problem solving.
Mm,
I got asked that question once, and it's like, "What do you really like?" I'm like, "Problem solving." I mean, I'm like, "There's not going to be a problem I can't solve."
yeah.
And then when I was in college, also, I have deep my heart goes a lot to homeowners. I would
Mhm.
help everybody move, when I was in college, and people would ask me, "Why do you do that? Like, you didn't even know them." And I'm like, and I would explain to them, I was like, "It's a special place. They're moving into a place, roof over their head, that they call home, and it's a
Yeah.
new beginning for them, and me
Mhm.
being a part of that is a blessing." So
Mhm.
I remember saying that back then when I didn't even know I was going to be doing this, but I really feel it is a place somebody's going to be going into that home, and it's
Mhm.
going to be new beginnings for someone, and
Yeah.
we really try to make that impact and a home safe enough for them when they're going to move into their new home.
Wow. All right. Well, you heard it here first. If you're getting ready to move, Karla would love to help you. She is always available, right? You're super, super free time to help anybody move.
Yeah.
No, I think you do such a great job too of really, being incredibly efficient at what you do, but you still have a heart for it. You're not just bulldozing over your clients. You're not, forcing them into a plan that they don't agree with. But once you have that plan in place, boy, you're rocking and rolling. So what is it about the renovation process in particular, do you feel like you've been able to really hone in on your systems and kind of get everything, down to a science? What do you enjoy about that piece?
Well, going back to also the problem solving, in new
Mm,
construction, I would draw out the plans. So it was much easier because you just draw them out and then build, and build is a lot faster as well. But what I realized is when you have an existing structure, then you have to get creative. So then that's the part I like. How can I improve this floor plan with what I have?
right.
So I've been really enjoying that part of this new aspect of the renovations. Is how do I make this um, friendly for the homeowner while they're walking by, and like the
Yeah.
most efficient floor plan that they can have.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's, yeah, making it very functional for them. That's
Hmm.
what I'm enjoying right now.
Yeah. Now, you have lived in San Antonio for a very long time, but you were not originally born and raised in San Antonio. Tell us a little bit more about where you grew up.
I'm from Laredo, Texas, which currently I'm here right now. um, but I'm from Laredo, Texas, and as soon as I graduated, I moved to San Antonio. In San Antonio, I was there 2 years, and I moved to Boston. I was there for a semester at BU. I thought I was going to go into biomedical engineering, which I love engineering. That's the reason I was doing this. And I took a lot of engineering classes. I love numbers, calculations. Um, and then I realized I didn't want to be locked up in a room. So then I moved to Colorado, and I was in Colorado for 3 years. And then I moved back to San Antonio, and I've been in San Antonio ever since.
Mm. Do you find that San Antonio, in terms of our, real estate industry, our small business industry, what has your experience been like as a woman business owner, growing your business here?
It hasn't been as easy as I would like. It's just always getting, seeing a woman in construction. I know there's other women in construction. I'm sure they also experience the same things I do because it's a very male-dominate industry. But I
Mhm.
feel the women in our industry, even the other ones, all the other peers of mine, I think women a little bit are more into detail.
Mm.
Um, and I think why also the other women now also think they're successful, it's because of that. Always, I think,
Mhm.
do encounter those. And I'm also, well, right now I'm in video, but I'm 5'1". So people, I come walking in and they're just, where's the owner, or where's, I always get those questions asked. And I'm like, it's me, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm the company owner. So yes.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and I'm 6 foot, and I still get people asking like,
Who's the
"Oh, yeah, yeah, but like, where's your boss?" So yeah, I
owner?
totally understand. I think that it's a height issue, and it's a challenge of being a woman in business that people just don't naturally assume you've got to be the CEO. You just have that presence, but. I love that you are also leading a team of majority women too. You have Maria on your team who's incredible, and you do such a wonderful job of kind of keeping. You guys have a wonderful relationship as well, as far as the strengths that she has and the strengths that you have. How has that journey been to learn how to delegate, put processes together, give people your vision, and then let them run with it?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I think we should always find counterparts that we have to acknowledge and accept what we're not good at. I think
Mhm.
no one's great at everything, and we should value that. I cannot multitask for the life of me. I can't. I get in something and I'm just focused,
Yeah.
and she can do a million things at once. So she really keeps the company together. And then Annalisa as well, another woman, and she's also keeping the design part. I technically usually always pick the design, but she also sometimes when I'm hesitant to do something, she still pushes me. She's like, no, it's still going to be fine. It's still going to have a good flow. So I like getting the input. I love feedback from my team. I respect it, and I encourage it a lot for them to be providing feedback all the time. Aquila, I don't know if, You see me if it was paused. Can you hear me?
Hi, y'all. I think we are back. I am so sorry for that interruption. We lost signal with my office internet. So we are going to have to reschedule with Karla and see if she can pop back on another time to finish our conversation. But thank you for your patience. I'm so sorry if you were waiting until now.